Hey everyone, so today we're going to be graphing horizontal and vertical lines. It's a little different than the lines that we are typically used to graphing where we have a slope and a y-intercept. So let's take a look. Okay, so when we have a line that has zero slope, the line is always going to be horizontal. So we spoke about this when we went over what slope is and the different kinds of slope. So hopefully you remember zero slope is a horizontal line. So it's going to be going straight across like this. Think like a horizon, horizontal. So this line always has a zero slope, it's horizontal, and it's always going to be, the equation will always be in the form y equals a number, any kind of number. So it could be 5, could be negative 10, but it has to be a number with no variable. So one way to remember this is kind of like a play on words, HOI. So horizontal, this represents a 0 for zero slope, and then y equals a number. So when you see y equals, think HOI. So then you know it's going to be a horizontal line. So here we want to graph the line y equals 6. So it's in the form y equals, so we know it's going to be a horizontal line. So right when you see a y, I want you to write HOI. Okay? So now how we graph this is we're going to go on our graph to where y is equal to 6, which is right here. That is where y is equal to 6. And we're going to put a horizontal line across where y is equal to 6. Now the reason why it's a horizontal line is because every point on this line, so this point, this point, this point, this point, all of these points, the y value is equal to 6. So that's why it represents this line, y equals 6. Every point on this line has a y value of 6. And a zero slope, it doesn't go up or down, it just goes straight across. So y equals has a zero slope and it's a horizontal line. Okay, let's look at lines with undefined slope. Hopefully you remember that these lines are vertical, so they go straight up and down. It has an undefined slope, and the equation will always be in the form of y equals a number. Actually, I'm going to put that on the last slide too. Equals a number. Okay, so here we have vertical lines, undefined slope in the form of x equals a number. So a way to remember this is VUX. So we had HOI for horizontal, VUX for vertical. Okay, so if we want to graph x equals negative 2, we see there's an x equals, so we're automatically going to write VUX. And we know it's going to be a vertical line with an undefined slope. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put, wherever x is negative 2, we're going to put a point. So I'm going to go to where our x value on our x-axis is equal to negative 2, and I'm going to put a point. Now it's an undefined slope, so it's going to go straight up and down. So it's going to go this way. Don't forget your arrows. Now this line goes up and down because every point on this line, the x value is negative 2. That's why it's vertical. This is a line that represents where every point has a x value of negative 2. So if our x value is negative 2, if our equation is in the form of x equals, it's going to be a vertical line. If it's in the form of y equals, it is going to be a horizontal line. So we're going to go to Delta Math and take a look at some questions just so you can see what it's going to look like there. Okay, so here it says graph the line y equals 6. So we know that it's going to be a vertical line because we have x equals. So we know it's going to be vertical, so we're going to choose vertical. And then we're going to drag this yellow dot wherever our x value is 6. So on our x-axis, this is where x is equal to 6. So this is what this should look like. Okay, we're going to press submit. Yes, perfect. Okay, so x equals the vertical line through the x-coordinate of 6. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, graph the line x equals negative 4 shown below. So we know it's going to be a vertical line because we have an x equals, and we're going to go to where x is -4, and that's where our line is going to go. Make sure it's on that line. It can't be next to it like here. Can't be next to it. It has to be on that line. Okay, let's submit. Perfect. Okay, next section. Okay, so here we have y equals 5. This is an y equals equation, so we know it's going to be horizontal. So it's going to be going straight across. Then we're going to drag our point to where our y value is equal to 5, which is right here. Let's submit that. Yes. Okay, next one. Y equals 7. I'm sorry, -7. Y equals -7. Okay, so y equals, so I know it's going to be horizontal. I'm thinking hoi, that y at the end. And I'm going to drag this to where y equals -7. Submit. Yes. And we're done. So all you have to really remember for today is if it's x equals, it's going to be a vertical line, and then it's going through whatever x value it's set equal to. And then if it's in the y equals form, it's going to be a horizontal line going through whatever that y value is equal to.